jail. You will go in handcuffs, and you'll be taken out in front of all your friends and classmates. We're not worried about, your feelings at that point.
You heard it right there. A strong message from law enforcement. Agencies are on high alert this week as school threats continue to plague our region. Since the end of last week, middle and high schools have been the target of threats, and some students have been arrested. But what does it actually take to get to that point?
KCRA 3's Orko Mena is asking officials for that answer. He joins us live from McClatchy High School in Sacramento, where one of those threats was made. Orko, kids need to know that there are serious consequences for this.
Yeah, that's right, Lisa. Well, Sacramento police tell us that they arrested a 14-year-old girl who's a student here at McClatchy for making school shooting threats. And we've learned of at least a dozen other teens across the region who've been arrested in the past couple of days in places like Lodi, Manteca, and other cities for making threats. And so we wanted to learn more about how law enforcement decides what threats warrant an arrest. So today we spoke with Amar Gandhi with the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office. He tells us that their office has a threat management unit that looks into school threats. Gandhi says that teens can face different types of charges depending on the level of the threat. There could be terrorist threats or scaled down versions. That depends on a variety of different factors, including what they post online, how specific they are, and the viability of the threat. If a threat is viable, Gandhi says his office often uses social media to track down the students, and then they make the arrest. We asked if students can get arrested if detectives determine that the threat they posted is not credible.
Well, the line is blurry, so there is no clear cut. If you do, it's not a very clear A plus B equals C. There's a lot of factors that go into it, so everything is done very individualized. It is on a case-by-case basis. So simply the post itself is not the sole determining factor. If there is a viable threat being made and we find that person, they're going to jail, 100%.
And Gandhi tells me he did not want to get too specific about the blurred lines surrounding school threats because he does not want any teens and students to try to see how far they can go. Reporting live in Sacramento, Orko Mena, KCRA 3 News.
So, Orko, are the people making the threats at these schools usually students who go there, or are they students from other schools?
Well, Lisa, in a lot of cases, that is the case, that they are students of that school, but that's not always the case. We have learned that in Lodi, a high school student was arrested for making a threat against an elementary school over there. And we also know from Gandhi that not all these threats are made by students. Sometimes they are what are known as bad actors that are actually adults posing as teens and posing as students just to try to create some chaos.
Wow, well, that's a scary thought as well. Orko, thank you so much for the live report. More teens facing charges right now after threats targeting schools are posted online, and police and school districts are trying to get the message out that teens will be prosecuted for making their threats. It's just not acceptable. It is unacceptable. One arrest took place in Galt. A 15-year-old boy was arrested for making threats targeting high schools. The teen was booked into juvenile hall on felony charges. Now, you heard Orko mention a 14-year-old girl arrested for making a threat targeting McClatchy High School. She was a student at McClatchy. Police say they arrested that teen last night. And it's not just the kids facing charges. A father was cited after his son brought a gun to school. Police say the student brought the gun to Wilsey Wood Middle School last Friday. We were told the gun was found in the student's backpack. School staff secured the gun. They removed the student from the school. Sacramento police took the student into custody. And today police told us that the father was cited for improper storage of a firearm.